We finished the book of Esther and begin the first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis, which means the beginnings. The book was written by Moses to the people of Israel from 1450 to 1410 BC, with a setting presently known as the Middle East. We read of God's purpose and plan for his creation of the world and mankind. The world is not a product of blind chance or probability. God created it. Things that start in Genesis are carried throughout the Bible narrative and are fulfilled in the book of Revelation. Genesis is a book that describes the process of bringing into existence God's family, that describes the family tree from Adam to the founding of the nation of Israel. 10 different genealogies are included in this book. You will read of Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. Fellowship with God was broken with the tragedy and consequences of sin, and evil began weaving its destructive web. Genesis is a book of believing. Noah believed God and built an ark. Abraham believed God and left home for the promised land. And Abraham and Sarah believed God, and he gave them a son whose descendants will be God's people. God gave his promises and acted on behalf of those who trusted him, just as he does today. The people we meet in Genesis are simple, ordinary people, yet through them, God did great things. This book is a book of becoming. God worked patiently with his people to make them what he wanted them to be. They failed him often, but God did not give up. He is still the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He began the nation of Israel in order to have a dedicated people who would do the following. Number 1, keep his ways alive in the world. Number 2, proclaim to the world who he was. And number 3, prepare the world for the Christ child and the gift of salvation. And he can accomplish in your life all that he has planned for it. Read Genesis and be encouraged. There is hope. No matter how dark the world situation seems, God is in control. No matter how insignificant or useless that you feel, God loves you and wants to use you in his plan. No matter how sinful and separated from God you are, his salvation is available. Read Genesis and hope. Biblical shakers will make reading the Bible more enjoyable for you. I pray the Lord will put a hunger on your heart.